Apat lang ba tayo ngayon, Mar?
Yes, oo. Apat lang tayo.
Alright.
Okay lang.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, our topic for today is Mahar.
When and how to charge higher for your services. Medyo nagka-problema yata yung mga possible guests natin dahil sa Converge. Medyo yung internet connection ng Converge yun po wala.
Oh, kasi right before this one, nagdetect kami, what do you call this? Nagko-complain kami. Isa-isang nagko-complain kami sa Converge. Ang daming mga umaangan. Ako nga lang parang naka-PLDT naman ako pero I think pati PLDT off and on din. But in any case, our topic for today, ladies and gentlemen, is when and how to charge higher for your services. Pero bakit nga ba natin pag-uusapan nito ngayon, Mahar?
Ayun. So I'm sure maraming viewers ang interested sa topic na to, lalo na para sa mga newbies na walang idea kung magkano nga bang dapat nila i-charge. And if okay ba na mag-charge agad ng mataas. And perfect din yung topic na to sa mga may mga clients na nag-iisip kung paano ba sila makakapag-charge ng mas mataas dun sa current rate nila. So, excited din ako to hear yung mga experience ng mga guests natin ngayon. kung paano sila nag-ask ng higher rate sa mga existing clients nila. Ayun. Parang wala kasi ako masyado ma-share ngayon dito Parang newbie ang datingan.
That is good. That is good though, Mahar. Kasi, of course, at least you get to put ang input mo naman is yung point of view ng nag-aaral pa lang kung paano magdagdag. Kasi I'm sure marami sa inyo ladies and gentlemen, marami sa inyo itong hesitant, nag-aalanganin, natatakot, most especially lalo na kapag galing kayong corporate, alam naman natin 'yan kapag magtatanong tayo ng raise beke naman, ikanyo lang natatakot na kayo. Baka mamaya feeling nyo masisisante na kayo.
Ang cute na Philippines.
Hindi nga, diba? Hindi nga, kasi diba, pag manligaw ka sa superior mo para magpa-increase, talagang dinadahan-dahan mo, maglilinis ka talaga, perfect attendance pa. para lang may
mas okay nga, pero kung sa freelancing mas okay kasi kaya mo magtaas ng rates. Meron chance na magtaas ng rates. Pero kung nasa corporate ka, abutin ka ng ilang years. Minsan kung hindi pa mag-retire yung may hawak ng item na yun, then wala kang maaasahan na increase.
Talaga. Kahit na, maalala ko, meron akong in-interview na sabi, after 5 years, kukunti lang ang increase talagang. 5 years ang 5 years na yun dito sa freelancing. Actually, as long as you keep on increasing your skills, pwede kang magtaas ng value mo. But before we tackle that, let me introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, our panel for today. Paki-share na lang po itong webcast natin ito para mai-broadcast natin sa buong lahat ng mga kaibigan natin dyan. Kasi sigurado marami sa kanila itong mga nagtatanong kung paano nila bigyan ng value ang sarili nila, paano nila itaas, paano sila humingi ng increase kung sakasakali. Dahil pag minsan, syempre tayo pumapayag tayo sa $3 per hour. Pag minsan, maya-maya, parang after 3 months, parang teka, parang hindi ata maganda yung $3 per hour. Paano nga ba itaas yung rate natin na yan? So please tag along and invite all of your friends for us to discuss this. Pati rin yung mga newbie, pati rin yung mga wala pang kaalam-alam tungkol sa freelancing. This is a great topic. In fact, this is a good topic for even the newbies to think about para naman malaman nila na dito sa freelancing iba ang diskarte natin pag gusto nating magtaas ng rate. And also let us know where you are viewing this from. But before we greet all of you, let me introduce to you, welcome back, Miss Akimi. Kumusta naman po dyan sa inyo? Mute, Akimi. There you go. There. Wala ako marinig.
Wala nga audio ko.
Ganyan talaga dito sa freelancing, may technical issues. Hindi natin talaga alam kung ano. Kanina wala akong audio walang audio sa countdown na yan. Ngayon pati si Akibi wala kaming marinig. Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead. Just fix your audio. And meanwhile, habang inaasikaso po ni Akimi yung audio niya, dito naman po tayo kay Ma'am Marites. Miss Marites, say hi to everybody, please. A little introduction.
Hello. Good evening. Can I be heard?
Yes,
Narinig ako?
clear.
Okay, great. So I'm Marites. I'm in Albay, Bicol right now. And I started freelancing nito lang, June 12, nung Independence Day. So I started freelancing, doing content writing and editing. And currently I'm part of VA Bootcamp's content creation team, working very, very closely with lovely Mahar. So yeah, welcome to the show, guys.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks for being with us, Miss Marites. Ayan, guys, while we are waiting for Miss Akimi herself, Mahar, pakamustahan naman natin ang mga viewers natin.
Yes, babatiin po na natin yung ating live viewers today. Meron tayong 76 live viewers as of now. So, good evening po from Janet Mendoza. Hi to Jonah Dizon Carino. Philip Bon Christopher, good evening. Watching from Cebu. Si Ivan De Peralta na hindi nag-miss ng kahit isang FCC. Pansin niya na may timer na tayo ngayon. Tinatry lang po natin yung ganong part ng show. So yan. Then si Leonilve Nanayam. Good evening po. Jessica Calundan, good evening everyone watching from Dasmariñas. Aurea Ladao Samonte, happy Monday evening po sa inyong lahat. Sir Phoenix, Miss Mahar, and Miss Marites watching from Cavite. Ivan De Peralta, ang lamig dito, Boss Phoenix, kahit malakas ang sikat ng araw, 14 degrees Celsius. Hello, Miss Mahar and Miss Marites, supporting and watching you here from Baguio. Alma Dapar Antoinette, good evening everyone. Christine Taga Saul, hi, watching from Bohol. Visco Jubil, happy Monday. Si Jeline, hi po. Helen Santos Riaño, good evening, watching from Antipolo. Sino pa dito? Lia Barrientos. Azi Liwanag, nagko-comment sila na no sounds kanina. Rosal Maronilia, good evening po, watching from silang Cavite. Puro taga-Cavite tayo. Kato, Janisa, Estefania Baknagan, si Carmi, hi Carmi, taga-Cavite din to si Carmi. Azi Liwanag, ito from Batangas naman. Evangeline Serenilia, good evening, watching from Caloocan. Machika Norma, Evangeline Serenilia, Ruby Pagaran Candido, watching from Laguna. Eve Manalo, Senaisa Spa, hello po, is this recorded? Yes po, you can watch the replay sa Bay Bootcamp page. Leila, and who else? Sally Aison Magos, Melody MFC from Butuan, Pamela D. Sibala from Tumaguete, Sally Aison Magos from Tagupan, and Charmaine May Manglona from Negros Occidental, from Ilocos Norte si Jonah Dizon, Nikim Magpantay from Batangas, Arlene Joy Ramos from Nueva Ecija, and Hong Concha Ravelo from Surigao. Ayan. So, happy viewing po sa inyo, and pakishare po ang ating show ngayon. Hi, Ma'am si Akimi, how are you? Taga-Cavite ka na din daw?
Hi. Taga-Cavite. nga, mga
Nagkakat yung
internet namin. Ngayon, naka-Wi-Fi. Hihintay pa ako. Na-process pa. So, stress. I'm so invite ako. Hope everyone so dito talaga because of the Bicol. But ayun, really on track.
Nakamute ka naman, Felix.
Total ba si Akimi, kako?
Oo nga, nagpuputol-putol.
Oo.
Ayun.
Ako wala akong naintindihan sa sinabi niya. Ang daming
Yeah,
sinabi
it
ni
was
Akimi, sayang ang gabi, parang with very heartfelt, and it's obviously expressed yung yung gusto niya sabihin, pero wala
Kailangan ko
nagpuputol-putol.
tingnan ko dito. So, medyo ganun pa.
Nagka-cut talaga siya.
It's still bad, Akimi. So yeah, magsalita ka nga without your video.
Hello.
Okay, all I heard
Can
was
you-
hello. Try to look for a different location. Try to look for a better location, Akimi. Kasi inaudible
Sige
talaga,
po.
hindi ko wala. Yeah, wala akong maintindihan. Yung hello lang talagang narinig ko. Sige lang. And then just talk whenever you're ready. Ano, Akimi? Sige lang, kahit na may sinasabi kami, basta magsalita ka lang when you're ready, okay? Okay, there you go. Ayan, ladies and gentlemen, eto ang pinag-uusapan natin. We really deal with these kinds of problems almost every day. And the good thing is, like Miss Mahar here, she is always jolly. Si Miss Marites, ano siya, very well composed. This is the proper attitude when you are dealing with these kinds of problems online at talagang pag nandyan na ang clients mo. Tignan niyo pati si Akimi, kahit na naramdaman niyang problema siya sa connection niya, relax pa rin. That is the proper way to approach these kinds of problems, ladies and gentlemen. Alam namin, nag-aalala kami na nako baka magagalit na mga audiences namin. Nasa isip namin yan, but still we have to be composed, because that is what we are trying to show you. We are showing you an example for when you happen to encounter such problems with your clients. Pag may meeting kayo, may interview kayo, tapos ganitong kung ano-anong ginagawa ni Converge o kaya ni PLDT o kaya si Globe, wala talaga tayong magagawa. Kaya kung magpapanik ka, lalo na lang nalalala ang problema mo. The best thing you can do is to keep yourself calm and deal with your problem. All right. So let's talk about our topic for today. Ladies and gentlemen, when and how to charge higher for your services. If you have questions regarding to this topic, ilabas nyo na, dahil ilang beses kong nakita sa flip form natin, maraming mga nagtatanong kailan ba ako magtataas, makatarungan ba ang ganito na na rate. Sometimes nga napapasubo tayo na pumayag sa mababang rating. Ang problema kung kailan natin itataas, magkano ang pagtaas natin, and how do we value ourselves actually. Dahil pag minsan sinasabi namin na as much as possible you maximize your rating, but you also have to look at your skills. Kailangan timplahin mo. Hindi pwedeng $20 per hour ang charge mo, tapos after all hindi ka pala makakagawa ng quality work. All right. So how are we going to estimate this? This is what we're going to tackle today. Miss Marites, what is your experience in increasing your rate?
Actually, I'm in the same boat with Mahar. Newbie in freelancing here. So I've never really experienced, upping up my rate as of the moment. But I remember I had an experience. It was an offline writing side gig that was offered to me when I was still working in the corporate settings. So the task was to write the web copy, the entire web copy for one particular company located in Dubai. I didn't have any experience in web content writing, but I know someone who is working there, and she approached me to do the job because they don't hire in-house writers. They actually outsource the job. So the way na nag-charge ako is I base it on the quality of my work, because I know how I write. I know how I tackle. Even if I don't have any experience, alam ko naman kung paano ko gagawin yon. And I know for myself na ibibigay ko yung best ko. So, ayun, I base it on the quality of my work, and talagang I gave it my best. Tapos, sa experience ko din, as a writer kasi hindi naman din yun yung unang nagsulat ako. In my previous jobs, palagi din namang may writing involved. So yun, experience, the quality, and third, yung output, because web writing is not just, producing text. It has a bigger impact actually. So I know that I'm helping them drive more traffic into the website. I know that I'm helping them optimize their online presence. And so based on those three factors, I decided how much I wanted to charge. And I was beautifully surprised because they asked me to send a quote, the quote for the entire package. As in everything, they were relaunching their website, about page, client services, everything. So I was beautifully surprised when they actually said yes to my quoted price. So wala kaming naging back and forth na ang mahal naman, basta I know that I didn't overcharge them. That was reasonable. So ayun, doon ako nag-base.
I like that you mentioned yung paghahaggle. Kasi that is one of the biggest fears ng maraming mga newbies, most especially. Kasi we do try to encourage them to put a good rate for themselves. Kasi kapag ang principle ng ibang mga coaches is kapag mababa ang paglagay mo ng rating mo sa sarili mo, pati mga clients mababa ang expectations nila sa'yo. Okay? But if you go a bit higher than is expected, that is when the haggling can start. Right? So yung haggling na yun ang isa sa mga pinaka struggles ng mga newbies, because it is difficult to justify why your price is like that. Keep that in mind, panel, dahil tatanungin ko yan mamaya. But before that, may nagtanong dito si okay, here is a very, very common question in our group. Sabi ni Mitch, Jandok Liao, good evening po. How much po is the starting rate for newbie? Okay, this is a very, very common question. And do not be offended with that, Mitch. It means to say, marami talaga sa inyo ang hindi nyo pa alam ang kalakaran ng freelancing. Would you care to answer this, Akimi?
Okay, so before that, I just want to make sure kung naririnig niyo na ba ako.
Yes, perfectly.
Medyo...
Yay!
Okay, so ayun, first off, I'm very sorry for the technical problem. So, medyo stressful siya for me, but yeah, still magagawa ng paraan. Nag-hotspot na lang ako sa phone. So, yeah, with this one kasi, ako personally, I can't answer this kind of question because we have our own kumbaga, you have to know your worth. With this kind of question na how much is the starting rate for a newbie, you have to identify kung ano ba ano ba yung value na mapoprovide mo with the client. I-identify nyo siya kasi if you know na makakapag-provide ka ng specific result na kumbaga alam mo na it's a quality work and it is something na mabuboost yung business ng client mo, any kind of rate, kahit $100 per hour pa yan, you can charge that because ayun nga, you can provide the result that na i-promise mo with your client. So with this one, wala talaga akong direct na sagot with this because iba-iba tayo eh. So with rates, you really have to identify yourself, identify kung ano yung value na mapoprovide mo with the client.
Very good answer. Very good answer. I think everybody agrees with Miss Akimi. Do you agree, Mahar?
Oo naman, tama naman yun. Kasi meron naman nag-umpisa sa freelancing na marami na talaga silang ready na skills na i-offer sa clients nila. But then dun sa mga newbies talaga na newbie talaga sa freelancing, tapos parang konti pala yung skills nila, like kunwari sa may bootcamp, para lang, kasi laging tinatanong yun, di ba, ano yung rate na pwede namin ilagay? So para lang magkaroon ng baseline talaga, parang nilagay namin dun sa course na you can start na mag-ask ng rate at $5 per hour. Kasi nag-aral na sila, actually yung $3 per hour, pag titingnan mo siya, malaki na siya kung, 40 hours per week ka? Tama, 40 hours per week usually, di ba? Halos tatapatan na din yun yung salary mo sa corporate mo. Pero, since magbabayad ka pa ng internet, magbabayad ka pa ng kung ano-ano, di ba? So, kailangan mo din i-take into consideration siya. Tapos, at the same time, yun nga, since sa VA Bootcamp, since nag-aral ka na, meron ka ng skills, meron ka ng ipapakita sa clients mo na kaya mong gawin yung pinapagawa talaga nila, parang pinano talaga natin yung baseline sa $5 per hour. Pero pag sa Guided Hustle Challenge, usually ina-up nila yan. Kaya yung maglagay ng $7 per hour, $8 per hour, di ba, Akimi? Parang in-encourage din natin yung mga students to go higher pa.
Yes.
Kasi lalo na sa mga freelancing platforms, mayroon pang haggling na nagaganap. So kapag nag-start ka na $3 per hour, tapos may cut, tapos mo si Upwork, ano na lang matitira sa'yo?
Yeah.
So,
kaya nga.
Very good. Very good. Very good explanation. Ayan, ladies and gentlemen, kayong mga newbies, listen carefully. There are two factors that affect your rate: your skill and your confidence. Dahil pag minsan, kahit nandyan ang skill mo, kung hindi mo kayang sabihin na, ay, $10 po ang value ko. Pag hindi mo kayang sabihin yan, naturally, ang bagsak mo $3. Pero kapag sasabihin mo na, ay, mahal ako, I am worth $20 per hour, pero hindi mo nga kayang i-deliver because of your skill, well, that is foul. Be careful when you are setting your rates. You really have to find the balance between your skill and your confidence. Are you sure that you can justify your rate? Are you sure that you are putting enough value to yourself? Dahil pag minsan, marami sa inyo itong mga nakapagtapos na ng VA Bootcamp course and yet wala kayong confidence na ilagay, stamp ninyo yung $8, $10 per hour ninyo. When your value is actually higher, pero yun nga, takot kayo na ilagay yung value na yun. Okay? So there are two factors there. Again, your skill and your confidence. You have to take note of those. Now, let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, how much do you think is your worth? Ilagay nyo nga sa comment section down below. How much do you think is your worth? How much do you think your client should pay for you? Kahit newbie kayo, try to imagine if you are stepping into the freelancing world already, and if you are going to present yourself to your potential client, how much would you charge your client per hour of your work? Tignan nga natin. Sige nga. Because, you know what? Sometimes, putting it in writing, putting it in the comment actually delivers. Iba yung kinikimkim mo na presyo mo. Iba yung ibibigay mo na presyo mo na lantad. And sometimes, pag nagmatch yung dalawa, that is your value as a freelancer. Okay, let's go straight to haggling. Kasi, mahirap ito. To put a stamp on your rate, medyo madali pa yan. Sa totoo lang, medyo madali pa yan yung maglagay ng value mo. The problem here is when the potential client contests your rate. Pag sinabing, parang ang taas naman ng $8. Pag sasabihin, sigurado ka ba na $8 ang rate mo? Parang gustong sabihin na, nako, ang budget ko lang is $6 instead of $8. Now, what are you going to do with that? Any volunteers, Marites or Akimi? Or Mahar? Sige, Marites.
Yes, go, Akimi, please.
Go ahead, Akimi.
Yeah, based sa experience ko, nung nag-start pa lang ako, sobrang dami kong na-encounter na clients na talagang nag-haggle when it comes to hourly rates and of course yung sa pag-charge ko. But when nung time na alam ko na talaga yung worth ko as a freelancer, talagang I really stick with that kind of rate. Kumbaga, I always tell I tell clients na I know the value that I can give. So, yeah, it's up to you if you want to go with that kind of rate or not. Ganon ko. Kumbaga, na ano ko na siya natutunan ko na, oy, inaral ko to. I spent hours and hours just to learn this kind of skill, just to provide real results to my clients. So, kaya pinapanindigan ko talaga siya. But yeah, there are times pa din na ayun, napipilitan din ako with clients na naghahaggle. Pero at the end, may gumagawa pa din ako ng condition like if I deliver the results, naghihingi ako ng referral, ganon. So, parang kumbaga win-win pa din yung situation. Ganon yung ginagawa ko.
Like that. I like that. You can settle for a little less, but make sure that you are compensated. So yan ang maganda na approach. If you sometimes settle for, let's say, $6 per hour, pag sasabihin mong yun ang in-establish mo na rate mo, and then the potential client will haggle like, that is a little too steep. Pwede mong sabihin na, okay, $5, pero ang kapalit niyan, you're going to give me another client. Would that be okay with you? And please do not tell them that my rate for you is $5 because my standard rate is $6. Para gawin mong ganon and make it lively.
And ano ko din, yung ginagawa ko din, sure, we can do that for the first month. Then if I deliver the result that you want, we can revisit the conversation after a month. Ganun yung sinasabi ko.
There you go. That is... Yes, and that is self-preservation, ladies and gentlemen. You have to take note of that. Kayo mga hindi pa napasubo na kumuha ng mga $3 per hour, yung sisimulan nyo pa lang, pwede kayo mag-settle sa mas mababa ng konti. And then, as Miss Akimi said, we will revisit this after a couple of months, maybe after a month or 3 months. Nasa sa inyo na kung paano kayo makipag-negotiate. But at least with that, naglagay na kayo ng...
You need pag-isipan mo yung option if you want to revisit the conversation or referrals, testimonials, ganon. Kasi yung mga ganong bagay, it really matters for you to build your portfolio, lalo na yung testimonials and referrals. Like ngayon, kumbaga, if nabibuild mo na talaga yung yung brand mo, hindi mo na kailangan maghabol ng clients. Kumbaga, client na yung lalapit sa'yo. Minsan nga, nagugulat na lang din ako na minsan may nagme-message sa akin na, hey, are you doing Facebook ads? Ganyan-ganyan. Are you a VA? Ganyan. Nakakatuwa. Kasi, ayun, kapag nakapag-provide ka talaga ng value and, ayun, may maayos kayong usapan ng client kahit hindi man nasunod yung preferred mo na, na rate, then ayun, everything will be sabi ko nga, win-win situation sa inyo yun.
I love that. Woo! Thank you very much, Miss Akimi. See, may nagsabi na dito si Miss Oria Ladao Samonte. Thank you po sa golden advice na yan, Coach Akimi. There you go. Ayan. That's great advice from Miss Akimi, ladies and gentlemen. Pero sabi ko sa may mga nagtatanong dito if you can re-watch this, if you can have this on replay, go ahead and you can replay this if you missed a couple of pointers out there. That's why you need to put up you need to bring out a piece of paper and a pen kasi pag minsan meron mga nasasabi na inspirational for you, and it's great if you put it on writing. What about you, Miss Marites? What can you add to that?
Yeah, I really picked up a lot from what Akimi has said, being a very experienced freelancer. Sa akin naman bago, if ever, I'll work outside VA bootcamp and may na-encounter akong client who would, haggle for my asking price or hourly rate, whatever it may be. I will start with a very, cordial communication. I'll explain to the client why why that's my price. Because you'll have to factor in as a freelancer your expenses. Nagbabayad ka ng internet, nagbabayad ka ng kuryente and rent if you're renting. So all of that will be factored in. And so I guess hindi naman sa tingin ko, it would not be difficult to explain whether I decide to take a lower rate or not. Depende rin yun sa pag-uusap namin ng client. Again, there are, kagaya ng sinabi ni Akimi, that you can actually revisit. I love that. I love the term. You can revisit the conversation. If I deliver result, if I help you in your business and we really drive more sales, for example, then we can reassess the value of what I'm doing. And then if you're already, earning more in your business, you can probably, also consider what you're paying me as a freelancer. Ganon siguro yung gagawin ko as a newbie na mag-charge ng ganon. And one more thing, yung naisip ko lang, pag cheap kasi, if let's say you start with, you accept $1 or $2 per hour. Yung iba kasi, yung iniisip natin, sige, ganun muna kasi wala pa akong masyadong experience, newbie ako. But then, that's really not entirely true. Meron kang experience, meron kang skills. Lalo na kung nakagraduate ka ng VA bootcamp, you went through a lot of training and you must have done a lot of test projects na nasa portfolio mo na. So you're not really a complete newbie per se. Cheap price or lower rate equals bad quality, sorry to say. Kasi may mga client na nagsasabi na nata-turn off pa sila based on, because I read a lot of testimonials dahil sa work ko as a content writer. I read a lot of blogs, hindi lang sa VA Bootcamp, pati yung mga other resources. And ang mga sinasabi nila is, pag nag-quote ka ng low rate, parang natatakot sila. Because, shucks, ano yung worth na ibibigay nitong freelancer na to na masisingil lang siya ng $1 or $2 per hour? Anong klaseng work, anong klaseng output ang ibibigay nito? So you should charge, you should increase, maybe at the start, just charge a reasonable rate. So alam mong makatarungan para sa'yo. Kasi we're already in the freelancing world. Unlike sa corporate na talagang kagaya ng nabanggit kanina, mag-aantay ka pa ng bonggang-bonggang years for you to get upgraded in terms of salary. Dito, we have all the freedom. We have all the choices. We can make wise choices in terms of charging, not because we are greedy or we are really focusing on money, but because we are really considering our worth. Tapos graduate na tayo sa paghintay na ma-increase yung rate in accordance with the company's whatever financial situation or yung annual ang tawag din yung annually ina-assess yung mga employee na kahit nag-perform ka naman, hindi ka naman din bibigyan ng increase. Yeah. So, graduate na tayo doon and we are already freelancers. So, might as well, be confident and charge what you're worth.
That's an excellent answer. Sabi nga ni EF San Luis, impressive yung answer ni Miss Marites. Lodi talaga. All right.
Hi, Ederly.
Also, there is an addition here on top of what Marites said. Yung sinabi niya is the value. See, so si Sir Phoenix lagi siyang nag-a-advertise, ina-advertise ang pati si Miss Mahar lagi nang ina-advertise ang VA Bootcamp. Why? Because of the value. The thing with the value is you can step in freelancer with sheer confidence to say that you are a valuable freelancer. Hindi ikaw yung tipo na you step in and digging in na meron ka lang konting alam kaya sige pwede mong simulan ng $1 per hour. The moment you graduate in one of our packages, kasi sabi nga ni Ms. Vivian, once you've gained enough experience, then you have the basis for your price. But for those who haven't had client yet, it is best to stick to the VAB advice of $7 per hour. Wow, $7 per hour. Ang hirap. Ang hirap mag-charge ng $7 per hour. Now, ito yung sinabi rin ni Ms. Marites. Let me follow up on that. Isa ako sa mga nanggaling sa 20 cents. Isa ako sa mga nanggaling sa $1. That was during the Odesk. That was during the Odesk times. But yeah, see, the problem with settling for $1 or sa Upwork, sabihin mo ng $3 kasi ang minimum. If you're going to settle for $3, mas maraming competition. Dahil halos lahat ibabagsak nila sa pinaka-minimum dahil lahat desperate na makakuha ng contract. So, mas malaki ang competition actually kapag ibabagsak mo ang rate mo. But if you value yourself at pag ang rating mo is medyo mataas-taas, sabi mo nang itaas mo ng $7, let's say. If you put it at $7, ang ranggo mo doon is ang mga kakompetensya mo ay yung mga VAB graduates, which is a little less. Sabi mo ng half of the population of the nakikipagkompetensya ng ng $3. So you have better chances. The problem there is, are you sure na $7 per hour ka? Mahar, when you set your rate to your client, were you sure that that was your value?
Hindi pa kasi ako nag-a-apply ulit eh. Pero ano na lang siguro, sa mga newbies siguro, try to research din. Kasi minsan yung $7 per hour pag makikita mo na parang ang rate na ilagay mo $7 per hour, minsan worth ko ba talaga yung $7 per hour? Yung ba talaga yung asking rate ng mga virtual assistants yun, kumbaga. Pero try mo i-research. Research ka lang, type mo sa Google, magkano ba yung rate talaga ng virtual assistants? Tapos i-compare mo yung mga foreign virtual assistants kung magkano yung ina-ask nila na rates. Yung iba siguro $20 per hour, mabubulat ka $35 per hour, and then ikaw, you're asking $7 per hour. Tapos minsan pa yung quality, yung output na kaya mo ibigay, mas okay pa dun sa mga competition natin na foreigners. So siguro pwede mo dun i-base para hindi ka masyadong mangimi na maglagay ng $7 per hour. Kasi sa atin parang ang laki niya eh. Parang ganun. So yun.
I also love that. You also have to do your research kasi hindi tayo pare-pareho ng niches as well. Now, I really do not want us to be touching the niches dahil sigurado merong magsasabi na anong niche ang may pinakamataas ang rating. You know what? You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Kung nandito sana si Miss Anna. Si Miss Anna, what do you call this? What's the typing thing again? What was my first job again?
Data entry.
No, transcription. Transcription is one of the low-paying niches. Sa totoo lang But when somebody asks Miss Anna to transcribe for him, ang charge ni Miss Anna is $12 per hour. See?
Yeah, kasi mahirap siya.
Pag minsan naka-fix tayo sa naka-focus tayo sa anong niche ba ang more money. Social media management, sige, yun na lang i-enroll ko kasi yun ang pinakamataas ang rating. Hindi yun eh. It really is up to your skill. It is up to how you deliver your product and the quality of your product and your confidence in haggling. Now, masishare ko naman, in my experience, may technique din ako na ginagawa. When I check up a client, at kursunada ko talaga yung client, I try to see if there's another job that I can steal. If there's another position that is available in his company. So kung sakali na, if I say, I am worth $20 per hour, pag sasabihin niya na, that's a little steep. Can you lower that a little bit? Kasi because my budget isn't that high for just that particular job. Ang sasabihin ko, you know what? You also have a job post here talking about the website, blah, 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 kung ano man yung available na job niya. How about you give me that? Tapos doon mo ini-negotiate. So, instead na ihahagal ka niya, instead na binaban niya yung rate ko, kinuha ko yung isang task. So, dalawa ang jobs na nakuha ko, and to him nakamura siya, but to me naisave ko yung rating ko. That's what I did with at least 3 of my clients before. Yeah, yeah, and you also have, that's why yun nga sabi you have to do your research. Sabi ni Miss Mahar, you have to do your research. Kasi if you are careful enough, if you are good enough in researching, you will gather tons of informations about your client, which will
Yeah.
enable you to haggle back. Kapag mag-haggle sila, pwede kang mag-counter offer naman sa kanya. Now, we are going to the part na kung sakali pumayag tayo sa $3 per hour. Napasubo tayo dahil marami naman sa atin itong talagang desperate na para lang magkaroon ng client. Gutom na po ako. Sorry na para po sa inyo mga matatalino magagaling yang $7 per hour. Pero ako, may nag-offer sa akin ng $3 per hour, sinunggaban ko na po yan.
Yan.
Pero nagsisisi na po ako ngayon dahil ang dami pa ng trabaho. Parang gusto ko namang itaas ng konti. Okay, let me go to Miss Marites. When will you have to start to consider on raising your rate?
Number one consideration siguro na papasok sa akin is yung impact ng ginagawa ko sa client. If I know that what I'm doing, for example, as a content writer, is already driving a lot of traffic to the website, for example lang or driving more sales, siguro hindi naman, siguro justifiable naman yung pag-ask ng better rate. And one more thing that I will consider is my experience. For example, if marami na akong experience and marami na din akong nako-contribute kay client, if I can contribute, for example, not just in content writing, but strategizing, for example, ayun, pag lumalaki yung role mo, chances are it's gonna happen. When you start somewhere, chances are as time goes by, your role will also expand. You maybe have to, maybe you'll work with a team, for example, and maybe you'll be the one who will manage the team. So pag parang ka din, you're stepping up, you're promoting yourself by taking in more work. I would start charging higher.
I love that. See, yeah, yan Ladies and gentlemen, nothing will happen to us if all we do is sit and complain. Kaya lagi naming sinasabi ang growth. Because by growing, that enables you to reconsider your position and your value. Ang value po natin, hindi po yan steady. Pag sinabi mong $8 per hour ka, hindi forever na $8 per hour ka.
True.
Why? Because we keep on telling you to grow. The question is how much do you grow in a small amount of time? Because if you are just doing your work to your client, your growth, you will still grow naman because experience will still teach you, but your growth won't be as fast as if you keep on studying, if you keep on researching, if you keep on trying to hone your skills. And by that time, sabihin mo nang after 1 month, you don't know if you are actually worth $12 already. Okay, but if you just if you're just sitting and doing the particular job that your client asks of you, then your growth next month will be pag nag-start ka ng $8, then your growth will be $8.50. That is what growth is. So nasa sa inyo po kung gaano ka rapid ang gusto ninyong pag-growth ninyo, because that will give you the confidence to say, wait a minute. Gusto ko, I am delivering more, I am delivering better, and I am doing better than before. I deserve to get a higher rate. Is there anything you want to add, Ms. Marites?
For me, when I work in a company, I really, walang sa ito, in all sincerity, I care about the business. So, since I care about the business and I want to deliver quality work all the time, minsan OC ako doon, minsan ayoko nito, scratch. I want this to be, more beautiful, parang ganon. So I genuinely care about the client's business. Lagi naman akong ganon, kahit sa corporate. I see it somehow as I'm part of it. So if it grows, then that will be great for everyone, including myself. Since I care about the client's business, it's also fair that I would uh, up my rate because I'm part of it. I'm part of the success. Um, I'm focusing on the
Nice.
quality and the impact of what I'm doing. So I would charge more. Kasi kung ibababa ko yung rate, then mag-slack off ako. Sabihin ko, ay,
Mhm.
I'm just charging them $5 anyway. Eh, di ko nagagandahan yung content ko.
Wow.
Ganun. But even so, halimbawa, mapasubo ako na mag-accept ng isang um, ng lower rate, pero inaccept ko yun eh. I would still deliver quality work kasi nag-commit ako. Regardless of what I'm being paid, nag-commit ako eh. And pangalan ko yung nakataya doon. And for sure, kahit hindi man monetary yung reward, merong reward in some other ways. And some rewards are really priceless, hindi lang sa pera. It could be connection,
Mhm.
Building connection is very important in freelancing because word of mouth. Noon nga hindi pa ako nag-freelance, natatap na ako ng mga makikilala na, you want to do this writing project kasi they know you. Mayroon ka ng brand. Kilala ka na nila na nakakapag-deliver ka ng quality work. So, it's the same thing in freelancing and it's even easier kasi word of mouth, especially sa social media, napakadaling kumalat, diba? So, yeah, there's a lot of opportunity and guys, it's don't feel guilty about charging what you're worth and increasing your rate when you need to because that's your business. And when you care about your client's business, you would also care about the quality and therefore, yung charge mo din dapat okay para makapag-deliver ka ng maganda.
I love that. That is so beautiful. I love that. I love that part na sinabi mo na pag mataas ang nilagay mong rate, mai-inspire ka, ma-challenge ka, mahihiya ka. Kasi mataas yung rate so you really have to deliver.
Yeah.
That's an excellent mindset really. Because we also do the same with our VA courses. Sabi nga, bakit daw may bayad? One of the reasons kung bakit may bayad is to inspire you to kick your butt and say, ay, pinaggastosan ko yan. Kailangan pagpirahan ko yan. Kailangan pagbabutihan ko yan. Yeah, kasi kapag yung mga free courses ang kinuha mo, chances are you'll slack off. Medyo, ay, bukas ko na basahin yung article na yon kasi gusto ko pang mag-ML eh. Right? Pero kapag naggastos ka, aatupagin mo talaga na kailangang makuha ko agad yung ginastos ko, hindi pwede. Right?
That's true.
And that goes, true. I love that you said that, Miss Marites, kasi kapag the higher the rate, parang the more that you will care for your job. Kasi nga naka-ano na yan eh, naka-brand mo na yan eh. And it helps you step up because if you keep on doing better with that rate, chances are tataas pa rin yan.
Yeah.
So that is an excellent idea. Thank you very much for sharing that.
Welcome.
Here is a comment from Robinson Simon. Sa totoo lang, madami sa atin ang nahihiya mag-ask ng kung pwede magtaas ng rate. Kaya ang nigawa ko is sa new client na lang ako bumawi. Doon ako nagtaas kasi sa client ko now sobrang bait talaga at sobrang chill kaya nahihiya ako mag-ask ng raise. And it's totally fine. I do agree with that as well. Marami talaga sa atin itong mga hayaan mo na. And in fact, I did that before as well. Parang yung mga $5 ko noon, it's hinayaan ko na yung susunod na lang ang parang tinaas ko na, may experience na ako, pwedeng taasan natin ng ng gawin nating $7 please. Ganon. Yeah. So that is also a good way of increasing. But ang mahirap sa technique na yan is, of course, you have to look for another job, another contract. Right? Meaning to say, you need to have spare time. You need to have spare time para mag-avail ka ng another contract. So you really have to weigh your situation on where you are right now and how you will be able to raise your value. There's also a tip here from John Benjamin De Leon. Try to research the minimum wage in the area of your client. It will make you less anxious in charging a higher
Yeah.
rate if you know the value you're giving. That is true. Kasi 'di ba, nagbibigay rin naman tayo ng mga reviews sa mga past clients natin, and you can see there the way that kung very articulate yung previous na freelancer niya, tapos nakikita mo yung mga projects ng previous freelancer niya is medyo matataas ang rate, then at least you will have more confidence in asking for your own rate. I love that. And here, Aurea Ladaw Samonte, I agree po ako with Miss Marites. It's so natural for us to not just finish a job, but to make sure to have a positive outcome as well. Thank you very much for these comments. Akimi, sa'yo nanggaling yung to revisit, right? So you made this scenario
Yes.
where napasubo ka na sa mababang rate, pero sinabi mo na it's okay, but I would like for us to revisit this when you're satisfied with my work after, let's say, 3 months or 2 months or 1 month. Dumating na yung time na yon na gusto mong i-revisit at gusto mong magtaas ng rate. What is a good way, an easier way para madaling lumabas sa bunganga ng Pilipinong freelancer ang beke naman, pwedeng magtaas? So how should we say that, Miss Akimi?
Yeah.
Napa-Akemi tuloy ako, Akimi.
So yeah, after a month, like for example, the scenario na na-accept mo nga yung $3 per hour na rate. Then after a month, ayun, before asking a raise sa client, before asking for an increase, siguro evaluate yung work na nagawa mo. If it's really something na magkakaroon ka ng confidence na mag-ask sa client ng increase. So, yeah, evaluate if you have contributed or you impacted your client's business kahit 1 month pa lang kayo. I-evaluate mo kung it's really something na it's worthy para on the client side na bigyan ka ng increase. So doon talaga magdedepende, kaya it's very important na kapag may negotiation kayo ng client, may agreement kayo ng client na just start with the $3 rate, then revisit the conversation after a month. It's very important na ma-deliver mo talaga kung ano yung pre-promise mo na quality of work with the client para hindi ka mahihiya to ask for an increase after a month. Ganon. So, kasi ito naman with your question naman kasi Sir Phoenix, what to say when you want to ask for increase, ano na yan magiging madali na lang yan kapag alam mo na nabigay mo talaga yung best mo with that work.
Yes.
And also, yung client na din mismo, yung mag-i-initiate kung nakita niya talaga na quality talaga yung work na binigay mo sa kanya. And I remember when I have this client before na sobrang bait niya, kaya nga napapayag ako with the rate na gusto niya kasi sabi niya he's just starting out and gusto niya talaga na tulungan ko siya. Then after a month, nagawa ko naman na deliver ko naman yung gusto niya. Then siya mismo talaga yung nag-initiate na, I think it's 1 month already and I would need to increase. I will increase your salary. I will increase your rate because as you promised, you've actually impacted a lot. Like na-meet ko kung ano yung gusto niyang ma-achieve sa business niya that time.
Wow. Excellent. Yan, ladies and gentlemen, ang message ni Miss Akimi is nasa input mo rin yan. By the time na
Yes.
nagkaroon ka na ng by the time na nagsubmit ng work mo doon sa client mo, and if your work is excellent, yung hindi ka nag-aalanganin na baka may mali-mali, or or sa simula may mga corrections, and then as you grow wala nang corrections, yung time na hindi na kailangang proofread ng ng client mo yung binibigay mo, by that time, ikaw mismo, it makes it easier for you to say, Bekenemen. You can, it makes it
Yes.
easier because you are justified. Kaya nga ang mensahe ng maraming mga coaches natin dito sa Flip is it's all about the giving. The meanwhile habang give ka ng give, client mismo, sabi nga ni Miss Akimi, client mismo ang mahihiya sa'yo. All right?
Yes.
So you have to make it a point na mahihiya si client sa'yo. How? You have to deliver. You have to deliver. Kung ang deadline mo is 24 hours, talagang dapat ang deadline mo is 24 hours. Hindi kailangang in pink paper na may pabango yung ballpen mo, because we are not legally blonde. We are not legally blonde, so we don't have to make things fancy. Actually, magagalit pa ang mga clients kapag masyadong fancy yung binibigay mo. What they want is exactly what they ask of you. So if that is the case, you have to give them exactly what they want. Yan ang the best way for you to be confident. Also, but you have to build a relationship with your client as well.
Yeah.
Hindi naman kailangan na magchismisan kayo, magsipsipan kayo, but you have to talk. You have to be able to
Yeah.
talk, because ma-ensayo ang pag-i-Ingles mo, makikilala mo yung client mo, makikilala ka niya.
Exactly.
And as time goes by, it is really gonna be easy for you to say, Bekenemen. Naturally, on day one, you cannot ask for an increase agad-agad.
Yes.
So you have to develop a relationship with your client. Eto,
Yes.
may comment si Asin Osoid. Maybe for the newbie, it is really hard to ask higher rate. It's not because you're not confident enough, or depende talaga. Also from Meredith Rojas, ako nahiya din ako na magtaas ng rate. Buti na lang yung client ko may kusa. Within 3 months time, 3 times din niya ako tinaaran ng rate. And after 5 months, nag-offer siya for partnership. So ngayon, aside from my monthly salary, I also get 5% from the monthly profit. Hindi ganun kataas ang monthly basis, but at least nakikita ni client yung worth ko. I love that.
Very
And
nice.
from Simon as well, ako kasi I know na may nagawa akong good sa company, kasi nasabi sa akin ni client na miracle worker daw ako. Pero ang fear ko kasi is baka magkaroon siya ng ibang point of view about me. Kaya siguro ako nahihiya mag-ask. And ang nakakatuwa lang, kasi nakakapag-open up ako sa kanya ng goal ko and she agreed. So siguro ayun, yung way ko to say na, client, give me more time to give me a raise. Yan, that is what I'm saying about developing a relationship with your client. Pero meron pang mensahe si Miss Akimi at saka si Miss Marites. Sagot po sa mga comments ninyo, Asin, o how do I say your name? Okay, Nika. And Meredith as well. Yeah, actually, nasagot na nila Akimi at Miss Marites. The biggest message that you need to embrace is to love your work. Sabi ni Miss Marites, business ni client yan. So you have to perform as part of the business. As the business succeeds, you are actually a huge part of the success of the business. Kaya ituring mo na business mo rin yung business niya. And the more you flourish their business, the more that you deserve a portion of that business. Yun nga, yung nasabi ni Miss Meredith, ang experience niya is, ultimo naging partner na siya. Ganon. And with what Miss Akime said, now you have to love your work, you have to love your job by delivering. You have to be wholehearted pag magbigay ka kasi ng product mo. Talagang pagpawisan mo yan. And your client will see that. For sure, your client will see that. Kaya nga, make it a point na sila mismo itong mahihiya at sila mismo itong magbibigay ng increase para sa'yo. How? Hindi galing sa bulsa nila. It's because you made their business flourish enough that pwede nilang, they can afford to increase your rate. Kasi mahirap talaga yung bagsak na nga yung business niya, humihingi ka pa ng humihingi ka pa ng increase. Mahirap yun. Pero pag nakita mo, yeah, you have to be very considerate. Hence why you have to build a relationship with your client. It's not difficult, ladies and gentlemen. All you need is to bring out who you are as a person. Dahil kahit papaano, freelancer ka nga, pero tao ka naman. Yeah. Client mo siya, pero tao din siya. Sometimes you both relate to each other. They could be moms like you. They could be dads like you. They could be students as well, just like your children who are also students. And with that alone, you can make a connection. Kasi nga, ang pinag-uusapan natin dito is palaguin yung business niya. That is why you are hired. Right?
Yeah.
So you have to be very considerate and you have to love your work by loving their business. Ang galing ang galing ng kasama natin, Miss Akimi and Miss Marites. So
ang galing
much,
yun din.
So much great input. I love
it's
that.
So fun being here.
Oh, yeah. And so it's so nice na nandito kaya, and I kita ko naman sa mga comments ng mga kasama natin dito sa sa mga viewers natin dito, they appreciate that you are giving us your thoughts about charging for a higher rate for your services. Now, ang route po natin is the VA Bootcamp. Why? Like I said, it gives you confidence if you join us. Okay, just come and join us. Mahar, what about telling our viewers what to do when it comes to joining us?
Yes, sige, mag-share na ako ng screen. So, ayan, application windows, Microsoft PowerPoint. Ayan, napapaisip ako kasi dun sa mga nabasa ko din sa flip kung paano sila nag-a-ask ng raise. So, mamaya siguro ikukwento ko din yun. Oh, by the way, okay ba yung connection ko? Kasi parang minsan nawawala-wala ako.
Okay,
yep. Loud and clear.
Okay, good. So, yeah. So, this coming Wednesday on Just Success, Phoenix is going to interview another successful VA Bootcamp student, si Mamshi Kathleen Alipio. So, si Mamshi Kathleen has a great story to tell kung paano niya natataguyod yung mga anak niya by working as an e-commerce VA. So, she's also gonna share with us how she manages her time doing client work at the same time kung paano niya napapagsabay na naaalagaan yung mga anak niya. So, save the date. That's November 25 at 7:30 p.m. And next is, ayan, kung may Netflix, binge watching, pwede naman kayo mag-webinar marathon. Ayun. So, sa mga first time nanonood ng Flip Chat and Chill show natin and sa mga new followers ng VA Bootcamp page. Last month, nag-start kami ng webinar series, yung Fast Forward 2021 series, where Jason Dulay, yung founder ng VA Bootcamp, teaches yung mga skills na magagamit mo para kumita ka online. Like virtual assistant, social media management, e-commerce, graphic design, search engine optimization, and just last week, bookkeeping. Okay? So, pwede mo na siyang mapanood yung mga replays niya. Just go to vabootcamp.ph/FF2021 din. Yan. And part ng Fast Forward 2021, ito na yung last na, yung marketing your freelance skills. Okay, so aanhin natin yung mga skills na natutunan natin if hindi natin kaya i-market yung sarili natin out there, mapa FB groups man, social media platforms, or yung mga freelancing platforms mismo. So yan yung i-discuss ni Jason Dulay on Saturday at 8 p.m. Okay? So next, FCC next week. Ayan, next Monday, we will be celebrating Bonifacio Day. So, bakit siya na topic natin? So, let's talk about freelancing lessons from Andres Bonifacio. If you're curious kung ano yung mga lessons na yun, Kahit tulad ko, curious din ako. And if you have also thoughts about this as well, join us again here at Flip Chat and Chill next Monday, same time, 6 p.m. Yeah, so alamin natin, ano ba yung mga freelancing lessons from Andres Bonifacio. Okay. Next is the paid course. Ayan, lagi natin nababanggit kanina yung paid bootcamp. So, if you want to start your work from home journey pero hindi nyo alam talaga kung paano kayo magsisimula, you can learn through Google and YouTube na naman din talaga. As in, marami kang matututunan doon. But, if you don't want to waste your precious time and get that step-by-step guide on how to become a freelancer, then please feel free to check our website, www.vabootcamp.ph/enroll. Ayan. And ano ba maganda sa VA Bootcamp is that yung online course nito, lifetime access siya. So, hindi mo kailangan mag-pay annual, maglabas ng pera annual just to get updates. So, recently, meron kaming in-add the course sa complete course, which is lead generation. So, kung lahat ng mga complete courses students natin, magkakaroon ng access dun sa course na yun. So, and if meron kang mga gustong balikan sa mga courses, di ba, you can easily access it kasi lifetime na nga siya. Plus, what we are really proud of sa VA Bootcamp is yung support that you'll be able to get inside the students group, hindi lang kay Jason Dula, hindi lang sa mga coaches, pero doon din mismo sa mga VA Bootcamp graduates and yung mga current students na kagaya mo. Okay? So, ano yung mga packages natin inside? So, right now, we have 3 packages to choose from. Number 1, we have the skills package where you learn yung mga skills para maging VA. So, once you finish the course, pwede ka na mag-apply din sa mga internships inside the VA Bootcamp. Kasi meron tayo mga internships para makakapagpataas din ang confidence mo. Okay? We also have number 2, the accelerated package, which is the bestseller. Bestseller yan. So, lahat ng skills na nasa skills package, naandun na, plus yung bonus courses sa e-commerce and bookkeeping and QuickBooks na andyan na. And aside from that, we're going to teach you how to market yourself as a freelancer sa mga freelancing platforms. And once you finish the course, pwede ka din mag-join sa internships and sa Guided Hustle Challenge where there will be mentors and coaches to help and guide you get your very first client. And lastly, number 3, we have the complete package. Teka lang, i-check ko lang kung nandito mo ba ako. Ayan, nandito pa ako. Wala kasi ako nakikita. Ayan, ayan. Okay? Nakikita niyo pa yung screen ko?
Yes.
Okay, sige. Complete package na tayo. Nasa number 3 na tayo. So, lahat ng nasa accelerated course plus bonuses, itong mga freelance writing for non-writers, FB ads, SEO, web design, email marketing, chatbot, and iba pang skills, check nyo lang dun sa website natin. Okay? And then, meron din tayo individual courses. If gusto mo na e-commerce lang, pwede kayo mag-enroll na e-commerce lang. Kung gusto mo mag-aral ng social media lang, pwedeng social media lang. So, you can check yung mga list of courses sa vabootcamp.ph/shop. And kung gusto mo naman na tahakin yung road to 100K or gusto mong matuto ng mga strategies kung paano ka mag-earn ng 6 digits a month, pwede na kayo mag-enroll sa mga individual courses ng Next Level Freelancing. So, we have 3 courses na nakalaan lang para doon talaga sa pag-level up. So, dun mo matututunan yung more on how to market yourself. Okay? How to put yourself out there para makakuha ng mga premium clients na sinasabi natin. And next is, pwede ka din mag-create ng own package mo. Package of 3 courses. So, you can bundle 3 courses for $7,990, mas makakamura and mas makakatipid ka. And avail all of these in the complete course at $90,190 and get to join a monthly coaching call by Jason Dula himself. Exclusive lang to sa VAV Complete students. And ano pa yung special announcement natin sa mga nag-aabang ng sale from VA Bootcamp ngayong Black Friday. Akala ba Black Friday, November 27, di ba? So Friday na. Wala po tayong sale. But we have something for you way better than the 11/11 sale, the Black Friday sale, the 12/12 sale. We will be having 1-day free access sa lahat ng courses ng VA Bootcamp on November 27 from 12:01 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. First time po yan gagawin ni VA Bootcamp na lahat ng courses, lahat ng, even yung nasa complete course, yung lahat na nakita nyo kanina sa individual courses, lahat yon pwede nyo ma-access during that 1 day. November 27. And you can start na mag-register today. Just go to vabootcamp.ph/Black Friday. And yun, thank you for watching. Yun lamang muna.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, try to register as early as possible. Kasi mahassle kapag once na nag-start na yung pag-aantayin nyo na na mag-open yung courses saka na lang kayo magre-register ay patay. Maraming mga technical issues kasi for sure malaki ang influx ng visitors doon sa website. So as much as possible, start registering today. Okay. We've said a lot. Pero how about some final words from you guys in the panel? Simulan nga natin kay Ma'am Marites. Miss Marites, what are your final words? And kung meron kang i-advertise, that was the time as well. At kung meron kang pa-shoutout rin, sige.
Yeah, check on all those three. Thank you. So, marami tayong pinag-usapan, no? But there's one more thing na gusto kong i-emphasize din in this episode. Do not hesitate to raise your price or ask for whatever you deserve dahil do not hesitate dahil sa nationality natin. Most people will think na tama na sa akin yung $5 kasi anyway, I live in the Philippines, Filipino ako, and wag na tayong ganon kasi let's veer away from that mindset. Unti-unti, maybe, not drastically, pero iwasan na natin yung ganong mindset. Kasi let's focus on the quality of service that we are delivering. Deliver exemplary customer service, as it has nothing to do with nationality. Again, graduate na tayo sa lalo na overseas, usong-uso yung salary based on the passport. That's a very sad truth in overseas work. Graduate na din tayo dun. If you're an OFW, graduate na din tayo dun. So let's charge based on the kind of service that we are providing, the impact, yung quality of service, and your overall contribution to the client's business. So those are, I believe, the main considerations that we should think about. Advertise. Well, if you haven't done it already, if you're new to VA Bootcamp or in Flip, don't forget to like and share, or like our page, VA Bootcamp page. Interact with us. It's a great resource, guys. We put up a lot of inspiring and educational resources out there for you. Pinag-iisipan at pinagpapaguran namin yan lahat. We deliver quality content for you guys dahil hindi namin gusto magpasikat. We want you to learn. We want you to change your life kung nag-transition ka na sa freelancing or you're just, thinking about doing it. So it's a really great resource, and shout out sa mga contributors doon, sa mga VA Bootcamp students na pinayagan kami to highlight or feature your story. Sobrang salamat. I cannot mention each name, pero yung mga mini-message namin every week, every day, na please, we've seen your posts sa VA Bootcamp students group or sa Freelancers in the Philippines group. Can we have the privilege of posting your story in the VA Bootcamp page, which is a public page. Anyone can access it. Anyone who likes the page can access those stories. So sobrang salamat sa inyo na patuloy na sumusuporta and pinapayagan kami to highlight your story. And shout out sa mga, bibilisan ko lang, sa mga kasamahan kong May moderators. Until now, it's been like what? More than 6 months now, or until now, we're still in touch. The very first virtual friends na nakilala ko, si Cecile, si Anne, si Imelda, si Jenny Rose, si Rhea, si Celine. So yung mga kasamahan ko sa May moderators. And shout out din sa mga VA Bootcamp content team interns, previews, at saka yung maaalala ko lang yung mga recently, si Joey, si Ederly, si Jeline, si Jenna, and yung current sina Marichu and Zara. Thank you guys for all your contribution talaga. And lastly, shout out to my family na nanonood, sa ate ko si Jenaline, and the 3 angels, si Angela, si Ayla, and our baby, si Adeline.
Nice. Excellent. You did a very good job. Kinumpleto mo talaga yung tatlo. Very nice. I love that.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Miss Marites. Now, to those of you who feel that you can resonate with Miss Marites, Miss Marites' inbox is open to you. Just do know that her time is expensive. Kaya ingat-ingatan po natin kung meron po tayong mga tanong o meron tayong further comment po para sa kanya. Medyo ingat-ingatan natin kasi hindi po siya laging available para sumagot ng tanong. But still, she is a very friendly person. Get in touch with her. Miss Akimi, your turn.
Ayun. So, thank you so much sa lahat ng nanood. Although hindi nyo naman talaga ako nakita ng matagal. Kasi humihina talaga yung signal kapag ino-on ko yung camera. But yeah, I hope na may natutunan kayo from the panel, kay Sir Phoenix, kay Mahar, kay Ate Marites. And ayun, siguro yung last word ko na lang is that siguro kahit ano pa man din yung advice na mabibigay namin sa inyo, it's still up to you. And ang pinaka the best niyan for you to charge higher for your services. Number one is to hone your skills. Wag na wag kayong titigil sa pag-aaral. Wag na wag kayong magsistick lang sa kung anong alam nyo ngayon. Always invest sa mga courses or even invest your time na manood sa YouTube kasi sobrang dami ng free videos. And ayun, i-grab nyo yung 24 free access ng VA Bootcamp because yung kung ano yung tinatanim nyo ngayon na kung ano yung kumbaga ini-invest nyo sa sarili nyo, ini-invest yung knowledge sa sarili nyo ngayon, everything will pay off. If not today, for sure, in the perfect time na makakahanap kayo ng client who will know your worth, who will pay you sa kung ano yung gusto nyong compensation. So again, never ever kayong manghinayang sa pag-invest sa sarili nyo. So, ayun lang, and thank you so much again for inviting me here. Wala akong may advertise ngayon kasi sobrang busy, and I mean, yung we're really starting from zero here sa Cavite, but I'm very happy na na-invite ako ulit dito, and thank you so much. So, for shoutouts naman, shoutout lang sa family ko sa Bicol and sa mga freelancing friends ko. Sobrang dami ko ng freelancing friends. I'm treating them as like my brothers and sisters now. Like nung nakakatuwa nung binagyo kami last November 5. Sobrang daming nag-reach out sa akin ng mga freelancers na kumusta daw kami, kung kailangan ko daw ng tulong, tawagan ko lang daw sila, which is very touching kasi imagine nakilala ko lang sila online pero they're treating me as their family. So ayun, it's one of the best gift ng freelancing industry. Kasi you get to know more people, you get to know kung sino yung mga taong totoo, and of course walang limit kapag sa freelancing tayo. So thank you so much everyone, and have a good night. Have a good evening.
Excellent.
Papatul.
Excellent. Wow. Thank you very much, Miss Akimi, for being with us. Ayan, ladies and gentlemen, if you're curious about Miss Akimi, she really is starting from zero, but she has full confidence that she is going to rise up. Yan ang kaganda ng freelancing. Miss Akimi knows kasi nanggaling na siya dyan. Umangat siya dahil sa freelancing, and now that she's going to start absolutely from zero, she knows that she will definitely rise up very, very quickly. More power to you, Miss Akimi. And to those of you, ladies and gentlemen, who find Miss Akimi inspiring, a little message of thanks would be also welcome. Be open po. Katulad ng sabi ni Miss Akimi, you get to treat each and everyone here as your family, and to become a family, kailangan natin mag-reach out din. Kailangan din natin makipag-usap para meron kang alay once na kailangan mo rin ng tulong because we get strength in numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Konting kahit mga cheerleading pep talks pa lang nakakatulong na yan.
Yes.
True.
So I
True.
hope, ladies and gentlemen, that you find our panel for today inspiring. And if you do so, please send them some messages of thanks. Mahar, anything you'd like to add? Ang ganda ng ano, ngayon ko lang nakita yung headband, yung
Kasi, ano yung headphones yung anak ko? Kasi hindi ko makita yung headset ko. Hindi ko na makita. So, yan. Hiniram ko na lang. Ayun, is, may i-add lang ako. Yung para sa pag-ask, how to ask for a raise, di ba nabanggit kanina ni Akini kanina na after 1 month, so evaluate mo yung sarili mo, maganda din siguro, bago ka mag-ask ng for a raise, maganda din siguro na, humingi ka ng feedback from the client mismo. So, yun, kapag medyo maganda din yung feedback mo talaga, galing sa kanya, then madali na lang sabihin sa'yo na kung gano'n, pwede bang i-ask pwede mo bang itaasan yung rate ko. Hindi ko alam exactly kung paano siya sasabihin, pero yun yung yung idea niya. Next is, ito, may notes ako. Yung mga nabasa ko lang sa flip before, naalala ko ngayon. So, daanin daw sa joke yung pag-ask ng raise. Kunwari, siya, yung client niya, ang pangalan Ken. So, sabi niya, Ken, parang pwede mag-joke. Yun, tapos sabi, sige, sure. Tapos sabi niya, can I ask for a raise? Kasi Ken yung pangalan. Knock-knock tama. Knock-knock pala. So, knock-knock, who's there, Ken? Can I ask for a raise? So, yun, daanin sa joke kung mga creative kayo, pwede yung gawin yun. And, ano pa ba yung nakikita ko? Birthday, pag birthday nila, pag papalapit na yung birthday nila, nagpaparamdam sila. So, para as a birthday gift, gano'n. So, usually mo, mabait naman yung client, pinibigay din talaga nila. And, lastly, nabasa ko to kay Miss Anna, iniisip niya daw kung paano yung talaga gagawin na mag-ask ng raise. Basta, dumating na lang sa point na, tinanong niya na lang, can I ask for a raise? Gano'n lang. Wala nang paligoy-ligoy pa. So, just do it. Ask for it. Yun. So, shout out. Shout out sa mami ko. Birthday yan. Happy birthday, mami. Yun lang.
Ayan. Ang daming mga, actually, ang daming mga naka-notes kay Mahar, pero nagmadali lang yan. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, our topic for today is when and how to charge higher for your services. The question here is, what is your service? You need to assess what your service is. You need to dig deep in kung ano talaga ang specialty mo. Because as long as you're happy doing what you are doing, lalabas yan sa product mo. And as you are happy delivering your work to your client, quality ang lalabas na na matatanggap nila. And because of that alone will inspire them to give you more than you deserve. Do not be disheartened if you happen to settle for $3 per hour or even $1 per hour, right? Do not be disheartened because a lot of people have done that. But always grow. What else can you do for that? What else can you do with your time? How far can you go? Yun ang isipin ninyo. So hindi porket $1 ang nakuha ninyo sa client ninyo, magiging dismayado na kayo. Huwag kayong umasa sa client ninyo. Pag alam ninyo ang position ninyo is you're not making so much impact with the task that you are doing, huwag na kayong umasa. The good thing about that is whatever you have gained from this particular client, you can apply on another client and you can increase, katulad nga ng sinabi ni Simon. Always be strategic in your life dahil hindi lahat ng mga losses mo ay loss talaga. Just because you were hired for $3 when you know that you were for $3 an hour, when you know that your client can actually afford to pay you $6, that is not a loss. Do not think na nalugi ka doon. In fact, keep growing and growing and growing because in time, si client mismo ang magsasabi na, you know what, actually, bigay ko na lang sa'yo itong $6 na ito. There are also some clients out there who are impressed with you, but their business is not growing so much that you have, but you're not making so much an impact that they're growing their business. What they can do is they will look for more clients for you. Maaawa din sila sa'yo. Now, how do you achieve that? You need to be able to balance your time. See? Yan nga ang sinasabi ko. What is your service? What can you do? What can you give to your client? It is not so much about what you will take and take and take. Dahil ang problema natin sa pera, nandyan lagi yan. Everyday yan. And as we keep on gaining money, our problems will also keep on increasing. Tuloy-tuloy yan. Kahit sinong milyonaryo, meron pa ring problema sa pera. Kaya wag na kayong magtaka. Wag na kayong magtaka na endless ang problema natin. But the question is, how are you living your life? Are you enjoying what you are doing? Or inaatupag mo ba yung increase na lang? Because if you are living your life like that, well, I don't recommend that you take freelancing, because freelancing is supposed to be enjoyable, and freelancing is to make you free from these burdens of laging namumroblema ng pera. Ang pera, darating at darating. Yung ibibigay mo ang atupagin mo, and things will just come back in return. Thank you very much for watching, and see you again next time.
Bye.